now. This fearless caddis is the raddest, has skills of the baddest, magic, slinging for status, practically unmatched, runs all of the gamut, in fact, he's a reference games and chatting, bent wizardly hatting, questing, stacking, napping, this cat witty banter, seeking kitty answers, roll 20 to scamper, tune in, and enjoy the ride. Brainy, the RPG cat. Brainy, the RPG cat.
Brainy, Brainy the cat. Brainy the RPG cat. It's a kitty cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. Tonight, we are going to be doing CardcatterBrainy. We're going to open up several boxes of TCG cards that I have recently acquired. You know, through purchases, trades, work, not work, times when I was in work and times when I was outside of work, and just everything in between right there. I was originally going to have @Shy Bunny Servant join us, but unfortunately, she was unable to make it at the last minute. So, yeah, we're flying solo on this again. You know, that's perfectly fine. You know, I've done a bunch of these before. I'm not in the slightest bit concerned about that. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. So we only have one sponsor on evenings when we are doing CardcatterBrainy, and that is All Seas Collectibles. All Seas on Collectibles, I would like you to like their page on Facebook for great talk about collectibles, to be notified about special events going on in their store, and also to watch the weekly All Seas Collectibles podcast. So you can do that using the link in the description, and the Facebook page is facebook.com/AllSeasCollectibles Inc. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get cracking. Is that we've got a lot of cards to go through tonight. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to look at, Pokemon Trick or Trade booster bundles. So these are booster bundles that come out every year, just before October. They're intended to be given away as for Halloween treats instead of candy. They're a limited edition set that usually containing only about 30 cards total, and this bundle pack contains 50 mini packs that contain 3 cards each. So we're gonna open these up. Well, we're gonna only open these up as much as we actually need to. So this is a first for a CardcatterBrainy, is that I actually have the card list right here, and so we're going to see if we can get all 30 cards just by opening up this one package. And when we get repeat cards, you know, rest assured, I'm just going to put them in you know, some penny sleeves, and I'm still going to give them away for Halloween and other special events. So let's go ahead and let's open this package up. Alright. So I had just recently heard that, you know, Pokemon was coming back to McDonald's too, and, you know, just as an afterthought, I thought maybe I should try to snag some of those, but well, I don't know. Maybe I was just too eager to actually do the show at this point. I'll unwrap and then see if I can get, you know, more limited edition cards later. Alright, so here we are. The full 50 card tray of Pokemon Trick or Trade cards. Okay, I'm just going to open them up one at a time, and I'm going to start checking them off of the full deck list as soon as I can get them. So, this is the packaging. So, it does have a very lovely picture of both Pikachu and Mimikyu on the front of each card pack. And so, slightly more graphic than the one that they had put out the previous year. The previous year, you know, simply had Gengar on it. Gengar, you know, of course, you know, these packs, you know, have a ton of ghost Pokemon, and so definitely if you're a ghost Pokemon trader, you do want to make sure that you get these when they come out every year. Alright, so opening up the first pack. First 3 cards are definitely ones that are going to be added to the full checklist. Alright. Okay, so first card is Dusclops. Dusclops is an HP 90, does Confuse Ray, creates Pokemon, active Pokemon is now confused, or then Side Punch for 60. Alright. This is our first foil. This is the foil Pikachu. HP 70. Does Growl during your opponent's next turn to defending Pokemon. Does 20 less damage before applying weakness and resistance, or Pikabolt for 30. And Miss Magius, one of my personal favorite Pokemons, Miss Magius. HP 90, has the ability Magical Flick. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve into one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may move an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their bench Pokemon, or a Psychic Sphere for 60. So, these are the 3 that we're going to be able to check off first. Okay, so we managed to get Dusclops, we got Foil Pikachu, and we also got Miss Magius. There it is. Okay. So, 3 cards down. Let's see how well we do with our second draw. Alright. Alright, so here we got Duskull. Duskull is HP 60. Has Future Sight. Look at the top 4 cards of the other player's deck and put them back in any order. Okay, we have a second foil Pikachu card. And then we have Drifblim. Drifblim is HP 110, does Gust for 30, and Curse Spreading will allow you to put 8 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. Alright. So, I'll just keep the repeat cards over on the right side here, and then we'll just stack the ones that we're keeping over here on the left. So that was Drifblim, and that was Duskull. Alright. So, Drifblim, and then Duskull is right here. Alright. Okay, pack number 3. Okay, first card is Zubat, HP 40, does Bite for 10. Second card is another Holo Pikachu. I think I'm going to be getting quite a few of these. And then the third one is another Miss Magius with Magical Flick and Psychic Sphere. Alright. So, the only new one in this pack was Zubat. Alright. Fourth package open. Because I'm going to have to find a home for a lot of orphan Pikachu at the end of all this. Alright. Delmise, HP 130, does hook for 20, or special anchor for 60. If this Pokemon has any special energy attack, this attack does an additional 60 damage. Alright, so, this is, yeah, the first, well, you know, we haven't gotten that far yet, but this is the first, foil that isn't Pikachu. This is Gengar. HP 120. Ability, Netherworld Gate. Let me see, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench. If you do, put 3 damage counters on this Pokemon, or Screaming Circle, which allows you to put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's active Pokemon to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Alright, so, and then Murkrow, HP 60, does spin turn for 10, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon or United Wings for 20 times. This attack does 20 times for each Pokemon for your discard pile that has United Wings. So this is really good to, you know, create a swarm deck for mostly containing Murkrow. Okay, so this was a good one. We got Gengar, Delmise, and Murkrow. Okay, so Gengar, let's see. You know, I'm not finding Delmise in here. Maybe it was the 30th that wasn't on this list. But of course, Murkrow is on here, is around down here. Okay. So, just make a note of it on the bottom, got Delmise. Alright. So, what do we have next? Okay, so this is the 5th. It didn't take too long in the evening to already lose count. Alright. Okay, Banette, level 100, has ability Puppet Offering. Once during your turn, you can put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. If you do, put 1 Pokemon in the Lost Zone and discard all attached cards. Or Spooky Shot for 50. Alright. Trevenant, HP 120. Ability Elder Tree Barrier. This Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon V. Your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. Our Giga Impact for 115, and then during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. So, so that's another one of the foil cards in this set that we needed. This one is Shuppet. It's HP 60, Evolving Shadow. Flip a coin. Enveloping Shadow does 10. Flip a coin of heads. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand. Alright, so that was Shuppet, Trevenant, and Banette. Okay, Shuppet, and then Trevenant, the foil, and Banette. Here we are. Okay. Next pack. Okay. This is Galarian Runerigus, HP 100. Does Spreading Spite. For each damage counter on this Runerigus, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. Or Mad Hammer for 120, and this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. Okay, so... Okay, this is another necessary foil card. This is Houndstone, HP 140. Last respects, 80 plus 10 damage for each psychic Pokemon in your discard pile. Alright. And this is the pre-evolved. This is Graveyard. HP 70. Graveyard Gambling for 10 times 10 damage for each psychic Pokemon in your discard pile. So it's a very consistent card, though. Both of them just tend to have that effect. Okay, so we got... yeah, we got Houndstone, and we also got Graveyard, and then the first one was Galarian Runegaris. Alright. Well, Runerigus. I think that's the way that's supposed to be said. Alright, next pack. So we're doing pretty well so far. I'd say that we've got more than half of the list, and we have only opened, well, we've opened less than 10 packs so far, so that's pretty good. Alright. Alright. So here is Lycanroc. HP 120, does Rock Throw for 40, or Sharp Bane for 70. Okay. Spectrier, HP 120, does Night Footsteps, allows you to choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and then put 2 damage counters on each of them. Or Phantom Strike for 120. During your next turn, the Pokemon can't use Phantom Strike. So you can only do that, you know, once every alternate turn. And then Drifloon, this was the pre-evolved version of Drifblim. HP 70, does Gust for 10 or Balloon Blast for 30. Alright, so this was another good hand. So just all 3 of those cards are the ones that we can keep. And so that was, yeah, Drifloon. That was Lycanroc. And that one was Spectrum, one of the foil, Spectrier foil card. Alright. Okay, next pack. Okay, so in this one, okay, we have Haunter, HP 70. Does Curse Drop, put 3 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. And this is the Foil Mimikyu, HP 70, has the ability Safeguard. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX and V. Or Ghost Eye puts 7 counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. And then this is a second Drifblim, HP 110. We'll put that right there. Alright, so yeah, we were fortunate. We got Haunter and Mimikyu in that set. Okay, so Mimikyu, of course, is the holo, and then Haunter. All right, next pack. All right. So this is Ghastly. We've managed to collect all 3 of the Gengar line at this point. Okay, so Ghastly is HP 40. Has the ability Furtive Drop. Put 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. Marshadow, HP 80. Does Rapid Hunt. Search your deck for up to 2 Rapid Strike cards, reveal them, and then put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. It's interesting to see, you know, something that has a direct deck theme like a Rapid Strike in a set like this. Shadow Flicker, it does 10. If this defending Pokemon is knocked out during your next turn, Take one more prize card. Alright. And then this is another Miss Magius. But hang on a second. I think this is a different one for the Miss Magius and the foil card. Let me go back and let me check that. That's probably like the second one that I pulled. Oh, no, actually it isn't. Okay, so yeah, it is the same card. Alright, so. Wasn't a foil, at least I don't believe there was a foil for Miss Magius. I would have liked that. I would have eaten them all up if that had actually happened. But it didn't. Alright, so. Where does that leave us? That puts it gives us Ghastly and Marshadow. We get Ghastly and Marshadow. Alright, there we are. Okay, next pack. Okay, I already see another new one. This one is Sinisty. HP 30. Tea time, each player will be allowed to draw 2 cards. Ooh, and another special foil. This one is Chandelure. HP 150. Ability Mountain Roasting. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you can discard the top 3 cards from your opponent's deck, or Heat Blast for 90. So they did a good job of, putting a little bit of type variety in here, even though, they were only going to put the Halloween-themed Pokemon. And so this is a second Murkrow. Having multiple Murkrows, not a problem, because Murkrows work really well with each other. Okay, so that was Chandelure and Sinisty. That was new. Alright. And then Sinisty. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left to find. Let's see if they are actually going to be in just the next couple of packs. Alright, so here, this is another Poltegeist. Well, actually, oh no, the previous one was Sinisty, which was actually the pre-evolved form of this. Okay, so this is an HP 60. This does Tea Time. Each player draws 2 cards, or Poltergeist for 50 times. Your opponent reveals their hand. This attack does 50 damage for each trainer card in the opponent's hand. Okay, so then we have Houndoom. HP 120, does Sharp Fang for 30, or Fire Blast for 150, and discard an energy card from this Pokemon. And then we have another Shuppet. Okay, so that's good. We managed to get Houndoom, and we managed to get Poltegeist. Litwick, Lampent. Yeah, Poltegeist is all the way down here. Okay, so only 4 more cards left to find. Alright, let's see if we get lucky and we don't rip too many packs on the way to getting the last 4 cards that we need. Alright. Okay, here's another Duskull. Here we have Dusknoir. This is one of the ones that we need. This has the ability Spectral Breach. All special energy attached to the Pokemon will provide normal energy and have no other effect, or Spooky Shot for 120. And then this is another Graveyard. So out of that one, we only got Dusknoir. Okay, 3 more cards to go. This is Dusclops. I believe, yeah, we had, pulled this one before. Okay, this is another foil Pikachu, and it's another Drifloon. So that was the first hand that we got that was all repeat cards, which is actually a good thing. We only have 3 Pokemon left to find. Alright. Phantom, Litwick, and Lampent. Yeah. Okay. Here's another Ghastly. Here's another Houndstone. And this is another Miss Magius. Okay, so unfortunately that was, yeah, 2 0 draws in a row. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from just the opposite side of the pile. And see maybe if, you know, there's a little bit more variety on that side. Alright. Okay. Okay, Duskull. Here is... Oh, well, Chandelure. Okay, yeah, we did already have Chandelure. And this one is Graveyard. Okay, well... I think we run into the problematic section. But, oh well. Looking for Phantom, Litwick, and Lampent. You know, if there's only 3 cards left, and, you know, there's still dozens of these packs left, so it's very likely we'll be able to find them. Alright. Okay. Here's another Sinistea. Here's another Trevenant. And here's another Murkrow. I mean, if you're actually looking to build that Murkrow Swarm deck, this is definitely the pack that you should be opening. Alright. Okay. Another Poltegeist, another Spectrier, and another Shuppet. Alright. Still looking. Another Duskull, another Mimikyu, and a Graveyard. I mean, so failing, you know, the ability to get the whole set of 30 cards, we at least got a set of all 10 of the foil cards, so... Alright. Okay. Dusclops, Marshadow, and Drifloon. You know... Who knew that, you know, Litwick, Lampent, and Phantom were going to be the hardest ones to find? Alright. Okay. Here's a Poltegeist, a Houndoom, and a Drifloon. I mean, for all the pulling that we're gonna do, you know, I'm certainly hoping at least one of these packs has at least one of these 3 cards that are remaining. You know, otherwise, you know, we were cut a little bit short. Okay. Another Duskull. Another Dusknoir. And another Drifloon. Yeah, before long, this stack is gonna outstrip this one. Alright. Okay, another Dusclops, another Pikachu, and another Miss Magius. As you know, as I had promised before, you know, I'm still going to give away these cards, even if the packs have already been opened. Ah. Okay, we finally got one. This is Litwick. Okay. HP 60. Does Kindling Panic discard the top card of your opponent's deck? Okay. Then a second Gengar, and then a second Murkrow. Okay, so we can cross off Litwick. Okay, still looking for Phantom. And still looking for Lampent. Uh-oh. Did my camera just freeze? I think my camera just froze. Well, we were writing for a while there. Let's see if I can actually, you know, see if I can fix this while still being live. See if there's anything I can do here. Deactivate, reactivate. Okay, I think that might have done that. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we're back. This is okay. So we're still looking for 2 Pokemon. We're still looking for Phantom, and we're looking for Lambent. All right. Okay, good. We got Lambent. Alright, so this one is an HP 80. Flickering Glow does 20. Flip a coin of heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. Then Trevenant and Shuppet. Alright. Okay, so we got Lampent. They're only looking for 1 more card, and that's going to be Phantom. Alright. There we go. Oh, there he is. Okay, we did it. We actually managed to get the full 30 card set. Alright. So this is Phantom, HP 70, does Hook for 10. Another Houndstone, and another Graveyard. So yeah, this turned out really well. I mean, I could actually create, you know, 2 30-card sets if, you know, I continued to keep opening. I just needed to find the second set of Phantom and Lampent. But other than that, you know, everything else is, you know, everything is hunky-dory. I've got the full 30-card set right here, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 packs left that can still be trick-or-treat prizes for the kitties. So, you know, I'm going to probably see if, you know, Allseas Collectibles will be interested in doing a trade-in for some of these additional cards, but after I'm done with that, then I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to load everything into some penny sleeves, and I'm going to, you know, give these away as Halloween prizes as well. All right, so that was Pokemon Trick or Trade. All right, so, you know, it's a fun set. You know, it's a lot more fun, you know, when you participate with it as part of the holiday, which is what I'm, you know, very looking forward to. Now that I have some of these packs. You know, I'm also getting slightly back into going back to doing some convention work. So when I do, I'm probably going to have some additional packs of Trick or Trade that I can give away along with my business cards whenever I'm doing events like that. So, you know, if you happen to run into me at a con in the greater Denver area, you know, look out for me. You'll be able to get some free Pokemon trading cards. And, you know, a lot of discussion about being an artist and an internet streamer too, but mostly the Pokemon cards. All right, so we're going from Pokemon directly into One Piece. This is the first full card pack that I've been able to open. I was doing some previous streams where I was opening up the starter packs. And so I opened up all 4 of the original starter packs and then the additional starter packs for Luffy and Yamato, which gives me 1 pack of every single in-game color that you can possibly have. So at this point, you know, I do have a full gaming set of One Piece. I still haven't opened up in a full box yet. So this one is Pillars of Strength. I believe this is the 5th set, but you know, you correct me if I'm wrong about that one, but you know, this is the most recent set of One Piece cards. They had recently done a pre-release, but the pre-release was, you know, just so popular at this point that yeah, I didn't even get a chance to look at what the new card series was named. But this has been sitting on my desk for a while though, and you know, I'm very happy to get an opportunity to open it. There are 24 packs in this box. Each one has 12 cards each. I'm silently hoping that there will be enough to create a 60 card deck, and that can be an all original deck that we are going to be that I could, you know, bring to future One Piece events. Alright, so working on peeling off the plastic. Sometimes I remember to take the plastic off, but not open the box just before I get on stream. But I did not do that. I did not do that this time. So, really just pulling on the very secure plastic wrapper on this thing. Alright. So let's go ahead, let's open this up. So I'm at 24 packs, 12 cards each. Alright, so here they all are. So I can put my finger that deep in the box right there. So, you know, I do believe, yeah, every single one of these has the exact same pack art on it. Okay, so I'm going to put that slightly to the side, and then we're going to open it up. We're going to see what we get. Alright, pack number 1. Okay, so... Okay, so this one is Tilestone, 6,000 power, level 5. On a KO, if your leader has the Galila Company type, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and then rest it. Jabra, 7,000 attack, 5, level 5, and no special ability. This is Gaibon. 0 power, level 2. When you deal damage to your opponent, you can trash 1 card from the top of your deck, and if you do, trash this character. Alright, so Nero, 5,000 power, level 3. Counter 1,000. Out of the bag, level 3, ability card, well, event card. And your main phase, you can rest one of your East Blue type characters, set up one of your Kuro cards as active. And then on a trigger KO, one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 3 or less. Alright. Okay, Usopp's Pirate Crew, HP 0, level 1. On a play, add up to 1 blue Usopp from your trash to your hand. Okay, so... Soap Sheep. This is an event, level 1. Give 1 up to 2 of your opponent's characters -2 cost during this turn. Okay. Napoleon, 3,000 power, level 3. Counter 1,000. As an alternate main, you can rest this character up to 1 of your Charlotte's Linen cards gains 1,000 power until the end of your next turn. Alright. Nojiko. So 0 power, level 2. If your leader as Nami, return 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less to the player's hand. If your leader is Nami. I've seen the Nami leader card. The Nami leader card requires you to throw away the entirety of your hand in order to win. And that's what they do. They change the win requirement to having an empty deck. And so I'm assuming the Nojiko card helps with that. But, you know, I think I just kind of need to see, you know, more of the deck as it works. Okay, so this is Thatch. 2,000 power, level 1. Activate during main once per turn. This character gains 2,000 power during this turn. Then trash that character's hand at... Then trash this character at the end of this turn. Okay. Okay, this is a foil. Charlotte Smoothie, 5,000 power, level 4. You can add one card from the top of your bottom of your life cards to your hand. This character gains 2,000 power during this battle. Or a trigger, you can trash one card from your hand and then play this card. Alright. Okay, here's a leader card, and this is also a foil card. This one is Charlotte Katakuri, power 5,000. Pay 1 Dawn when attacking. Look up to one card from the top of your opponent's life cards and place place that on the top of the bottom of the life cards. Then this leader gains 1,000 power during this battle. Alright. Okay. And so this is, you know, the Dawn, you know, effectively the mana cards for this pack. There is one in every single pack. Alright, so pretty good pull, and you know, that's only the very first pack. So let's go ahead and open the next one. Okay. Okay. Kumadori, 6,000 power, level 4, and counter 1,000. Pearl, 2,000, level 2. As a blocker. Yeah, rest this card in order to make it the target of the attack. Alright. Mono Zebra, 5,000 power, level 4. When your leader has the Impel down, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and then rest it. Alright. Charlotte Chiffon, 3,000 power, level 2. You can trash this card from the bottom of your life cards, add up to 1 card from the top to the rest of your deck at the bottom of your life cards. Okay. Corgi, 0 power, level 1. On play, look at the cards from the top of your deck and then trash up to 2 cards. That then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay. Okay. Gum Gum Giant Gavel, level 1 event. Trash 1 card from your hand up to one of your leader gains 4,000 power during this battle. And then trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. Alright. Chimney and Gonbei, 2,000 power, level 2. After your opponent declares an attack, you may rest this card and make it the target of the attack. Alright. So, Napoleon, power 3,000 power, level 3. At a main, you can rest this character up to one of your Charlotte Linden cards, gains 1,000 power at the start of your next turn. Alright. 4,000 Hachan, counter 2,000 trigger. If your leader has East Blue type, then play this card. Okay. Arlong, 5,000 power. This is a leader card. This is a non-foil leader card too. Pay 2 Dawn when attacking. You may rest the specified number of Dawn cards in your... Yeah, okay, so play up to 1 character card with a cost of 4 or less, and then a trigger from each hand. Okay. So this is foil Sanji. 3,000 power, level 2. When attacking, you can add 1 card from the top and bottom of your life cards to your hand. Add up to 2 of 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life points. Alright. 3,000 Wounds event, also a foil card, level 4. Place up to 1 character with a cost of 5 or less at the bottom of your deck. Okay, and then the other Dawn card. Alright. So, 3rd pack. Alright. Okay, this is another Jabra. This is Genzo. 4,000, level 2, counter 1,000. Hailstone. Charlotte Praline, the mermaid character from the Merfolk and the Sun Pirates. 5,000 power, level 3, and counter 1,000. Okay. Trying to see if I can get the camera to refocus. Okay. All Dismantler slash event card, level 1. Spend 1 Dawn. If your leader has the Water 7 type KO up to one of your opponent's characters at the cost of 2. Alright. Nero, HP 5,000, Temper 1,000. Tooth Attack. Rest one of your East Blue characters, KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 3 or less. Alright. Wanze. 4,000 power, level 2. Trash this card from your hand. If your leader type includes CP, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. Alright. Zombie 2,000, level 3. Is a blocker and also pay 1 Dawn. Your leader will now have the Water 7 type and then draw 1 card. Crossfire. If your leader's type includes the Whitebeard Pirates, give one of your opponent's characters minus 4,000 power during this turn. Okay, so this is a foil. Spandam. 2,000 power, level 1. On a play, if your leader includes CP, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with a type including CP other than Spandam, and then add it to your hand. Then trash the rest. Alright. And then Marco, 6,000 power, level 5. On a play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a 3,000 power or less. Or on a KO, trash 1 card from your hand, play this character card from your trash instead. Alright. So that's, you know, a little bit more of a foil full art card. Alright, so... So this is, yeah, another Pearl. Kiwi and Moru. 4,000, 4,000 power, level 2, counter 1,000. Alright. Sham, one of the Black Cat Pirates. 4,000 power, level 3. On a play, if your leader has the East Blue type, rest up to one of your opponent's character cards with a cost of 2 or less. And if you don't have, and if you have Bucci, play up to 1 Bucci from your hand. Bucci, usually Sham's partner in crime. So Momu, HP 4,000, counter of 1,000. King Bomb, power 5,000, level 3. You can trash this card from the bottom of your life points and then play this card. Well, trash 1 card from the top and the bottom of your life cards, which is, you know, pretty risky because that's your HP. Fiery Doll, your leader gains 4,000 power during this turn. So level 2 event. Okay, so this is our first location card. This is Ennie's Lobby. You can rest this stage if your leader's type includes CP. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2 cost during the turn. Alright. Karobi, HP 3,000, level 4, counter 1,000. On a play, if your leader has East Blue, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. Alright. Okay. Buggy, 3,000, level 1. This character cannot be... Oh, hang on, what's this specifically? Cannot be KO'd in battle by slash attribute cards. On a play, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to it an event, and then add it to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright. Hey Play Lulu, 5,000 power, level 5 card, counter 1,000. If your leader has the Galila Company type, add up to 1 Dawn and then 1 from your Dawn deck. and rest it. Okay. Rob Lucci, level 5, 5,000. Rest 1 Dawn. And then rest 1 of your opponent's characters. The cost of 5 or less. Alright. Zeph. Also a foil card. 6,000 power, level 5. Spend a Dawn. When this character attack deals damage to your opponent's life, you can trash 7 cards from the top of your deck. On a play, you can return up to one of each character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand, and then trash 2 cards from the bottom of your deck. Alright. Pretty good card so far. I'm pretty impressed. Seeing a lot of my favorite characters. Alright. Okay. Alvida. Power 3,000, level 1, counter of 1,000. Namule. 5,000 power, level 3, counter of 1,000. Mary. 3,000 power, level 1, counter of 1,000. Bobbin the Disposer. 4,000 power, level 2, counter of 1,000. Another Ennie's Lobby. Thunderbolt event. Trash 1 card from the top of your life points, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Haruda, 3,000 power, level 2. Once per turn, give up to 1 rested Dawn to leader to one of your characters. Okay. Karobi, power 3,000, level 4. If your leader has East Blue, rest up to one of your opponent's characters. Alright. Shirahoshi, another merfolk. On a play, draw 3 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Okay. Air Door, level 4 event. If your leader's type includes CP, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck. Play up to 1 character card with the type including CP and a cost of 5 or less, and then trash the rest. Alright. So here's Nami, character card. Not the leader card. You know, 2,000 power, level 2. Look at top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 green, East Blue type cards other than Nami, and then add 1 to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright. And then this is a foil event card. Flame Emperor. It's level 7. If your leader is Ace, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 8,000 powers or less. And then your leader gains double attack and 3,000 power during this turn. Very powerful card to have if you're using Ace as your leader card. That's as specific as it gets. You know, really just an event card that will only work if Ace is your leader. Alright. Okay, so here's another Genzo. Mono Rhinoceros. Power of 5,000, level 3. If your leader has Impel down, draw 2 cards, then trash this card from your hand. Okay. Kumadori, 6,000 power, level 4, counter of 1,000. Okay. Charlotte Praline. I think this was the exact same merfolk that we had gotten before. Okay. Hull Dismantler Slash, level 1 event card. Pay 1 Dawn if your leader has a Water 7 type key up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Okay. Here's another Bobbin. Another Thunderbolt. Virgo. 5,000 power, level 5. Spend 1 Dawn, this character cannot be KO'd in battle. Okay. Monkey D. Garp. This is a red navy card. I've never seen that before. Okay. A 5,000 power, level 3. Play up to 1 character card with the cost of 1 from your hand. Alright. Shirahoshi, Merfolk, 0 power, counter of 1,000. Draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards from your hand. Alright. 6,000 power, level 4, Marshall D. Peach. Trash one of your red characters with 4,000 power or more. Draw 1 card, then this character gains 1,000 power during a battle. This is a foil card. Ooh, very flashy looking alt art wanted poster. So this one is Kaido. Is this supposed to be a leader card, or that's kind of hard to say because 10,000, you know, 10,000 power is a lot. No, it is a character card. Okay, so I'm just really impressed by how this looks. Okay, pay 5 Dawn. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. That character gains rush during this turn. Okay, yeah, very nice card. Never seen one like it. All right. All right. So. Let's see. Another Mina Zebra. Another Charlotte Chiffon. Okay, Yosoku and Johnny. 3,000 power, level 1. Spend a Dawn if you have 20 or less cards in your deck. This card gains 2,000 power. Another Sham. Another Fiery Doll. Strike, so leader, strike, well, no, stage striker, okay. If you can rest the stage if your leader is Ace, look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 event and add it to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. You know, really looking at this Ace deck, this Ace deck just kind of seems to be like a deck that you can only exclusively build by, putting together this series. Okay. Tropical Torment, level 3 event. If your opponent has 4 more life cards, trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. Okay. Carne, 3,000 power, level 3. If you have 20 or less cards in your deck, this character gains 3,000 powers. If you have 20 or less cards in your deck. I'm beginning to think that actually might have something to do with having Nami as your leader card. Taku, power 6,000, level 5. This character gains banish during this battle. When this card deals damage, the target card is trashed without activating the trigger. Okay. Chu, 3,000 power, level 4 card. K up to one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 4 or less. Alright. So this is a Monkey D. Luffy character card. Luffy appears in every single one of the different colors, and this is the first time I've seen him in purple. Alright, so 7,000 power, level 6. Trash 1 character card with a cost of 5 in your hand. That character gains rush during this turn. Alright. And then this is another Kaku, but this one is a full art foil. This one is 6,000 power, level 5. Place 2 cards with a type including CP from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. Alright. Alright, here's the next one. Okay, so this one is Curiel. 4,000 power, level 3 card. This card cannot attack a leader of the turn in which it was played. Spend 1 dot to give this character's rush. But you know, since you can't attack a leader the first turn that the card is played, that means you have to attack one of the crew member cards with it. Okay. This is Buggy. Level 3. 5,000 power. This character cannot be KO'd in battle by slash attribute effect. Well, I mean, it's about the same as the other one. Okay, so another Mary. Okay. So another Kiwi and Moro. Haruta. This one is Chimney and Ganbei. Another Soap Sheep. Another Striker. Fukuro HP, well, attack 300, level 3. This character cannot be KO'd by effects. And then it's also a blocker. Okay, so Thatched, 2000 power, level 1. Khalifa. Draw 2 cards and then trash 2 cards from your hand, then give up to one of your opponent characters 2 costs to the end of the turn. Oh, this one's a foil too. Jin. 5,000 power, level 4. If your leader has a East Blue type, rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Alright. Put that aside. Alright. So this is Charlotte Galette. 2,000 power, level 2. After your opponent, it is a standard blocker card. Okay. Jerry. 4,000 power, level 2. Counter 1,000. Here's another Kyriel. Here's Cammy. This is the Merfolk card that we haven't seen yet. 3,000 power, level 1, and counter 1,000. Okay. Another Chimney and Ganbei. Another Soap Sheep. King Bomb. Yeah, well, yeah, we saw him pretty early on, actually. 5,000, level 3. And a blocker. Crossfire. Level 2. Event card. If your character's leader's type includes Whitebeard, give up to one of your opponents 4,000 power during this turn. Okay. Another Virgo. Okay. So here is the Nami leader card. Yeah, this one's a non-foil. This is a 5,000 power. And so I'd already explained the effect of this one. Is that when this deck is reduced to 0, you win the game instead of losing. So I don't know necessarily if that's, a effective way to win the game, but if you want Nami as your leader, that's basically what the power was. Probably worked good with all these other cards that require you to reduce your deck to 20 before you in order for you to get their special effects. Okay, so this is another foil Khalifa. This is a Charlotte Pudding foil. 2,000 power, level 1. Let me see. Look at the cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Big Mom Pirates type card, other than Charlotte Pudding, and then add it to your hand. And put the rest of them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, another Jabra. Another Cammy. Vasa. 2,000 power, level 2. After your opponent declares an attack, you can risk. Okay, so basic blocker card. Okay, another Alvida. Another Tooth Attack. Speed Jill. Whitebeard Pirates. 6,000 power, level 4, counter 1,000. Okay. Event Tropical Torment. If your opponent has 4 more life points, trash up to 1 card from their opponent's life cards. Alright. Shirley. Merfolk card. Okay, 3000 power, level 3. Look to 1 card at the top of your opponent's life cards. Place it at the top or the bottom of your life cards. Okay. Another Kaku. Oh, we got the Ace Leader card. Okay, that's good. You know, that means is that if nothing else, you know, we can start working on building the Ace Leader deck that we keep hearing so many good things about. Okay, so when this leader attacks or is attacked, you can trash any number of event or stage cards from your hand. This leader gains 1000 during this battle for every card that's trashed. Okay. Buzzcut, foil, level 2. Level 2 event card. If you have less life cards than your opponent, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. And Kokoro, foil, level 1, power 2000. Look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 water 7 card other than Kokoro, then add it to your hand, and place them in the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright. Getting close to the bottom of this box. Alright. Okay, so this is Helmeppo, 0 power, level 1. Set the cost of one of your opponent's characters with no base effect with a base effect of 1 to 0 during this turn. Okay, another Charlotte. Namut, 5000 power, level 3. Counter 1000. Another Pearl. Galila Company. Okay. This is a level 3 event card. Oh, no, actually, this is a level 3 stage card. Sorry about that. Rest the stage if your leader is Iceberg. Add one of your Dawn cards from the bottom of your Dawn deck and rest it. Okay. So another Fiery Doll. Another, Corgi. Oh, well, Corgi is new. Okay, level 10 HP. No, actually, yeah, we did see this one before. Okay, another Air Door. Bucci. Okay, this is the first time we saw Bucci. We already saw 3 Shams. 5000 power, level 4. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's rested characters with the cost of 2 or less. Okay. Charlotte Lin, leader card. HP is 5000. Spend 2 Dawn to trash 1 card from your hand. If you have 1 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards. Alright. Another Foil Khalifa. Another Buzzcut Mochi foil. Alright. Okay, so this one, yeah, another Alvida, another Genzo, another Jerry, another Namut, another Galila Company, another Tooth Attack, Speed Jill, level 4, power 6000, counter 1000. Usopp's Rubber Band of Doom. Okay. As a counter, up to one of your leader or character cards can gain 2000 power during this battle, then trash 1 card from the top of your deck. A lot to gain just from flicking a rubber band at somebody. Okay, Ikoku Sovereignty, level 2 event card. Up to one of your leader character cards gains 5000 power during this battle. Okay, is that as a counter? Yes, it is as a counter. Okay. Audio. 5000, level 4. So when attacking, spend 1 Dawn. Your opponent can activate a blocker character that has 2000 or less power during the battle. Okay. This is a Zeph, but this one is a foil. And this is a Jin, but this one is a foil. And this is a Dawn card, but this Dawn card is also a foil. Alright. So, let's see, in this one we have level 2, 2000 power, Charlotte Galette, one of the big mom pirates, and it's a blocker card. Okay. Another Buggy, another Mono Rhinoceros. I think we've seen Nero. Okay. Another Fiery Doll, another Usopp's Pirate Crew, another, well, an out of the bag, okay, level 3 event card. You can rest one of your East Blue characters and then set one of your Kuro cards as active. Alright. Another Nojiko. Top Knot, level 2 event card. Spend 2 Dawn in your main phase to place up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less to the bottom of your owner's deck. Okay. Another Bucci. Alright. Gum Gum Jet Gatling, a level 0 event card. As a counter, trash a card from your hand. Up to one of your leader character cards gains 3000 power during this battle. And this is a Krieg. This is Krieg. This is a 7,000. 7,000 power, level 6, and a foil card. On a play, you can trash one card from your hand, KO up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 4 or less. Or spend 1 Dawn. This character will gain double attack. All right. So we've seen a great amount of the common cards at this point. I'm hoping that we haven't seen all of them. Alright. So, another Yosoku and Johnny, another Tilestone, another Jerry, another Charlotte Galette, another Usopp's Rubber Band of Doom, another Out of the Bag, another Bobbin, another Nojiko, another Monkey D. Garp. I only have 2 of those. I wish I had more. They would be really good for my red deck. Charlotte Oven, 4,000 attack, level 3. Spend 1 Dawn when attacking. Trash 1 card with a trigger from your hand. That character gains 3,000 power during the battle. Okay. Another purple Luffy card, and this one's a foil. And then another Charlotte Linlin card, and this one's a foil. Alright. Alright, so another Jabra, another Curiel, another Gaiman, another Tilestone, another Ennie's Lobby, Charlotte Opera. This is 6,000 power, level 4 card, counter of 1,000. Okay. Another Corgi. Okay. Hull Dismantler Slash, level 1 event. Okay, yeah, we've actually seen that one before. It's been a while, though. Another Buggy. A Boodle. Okay. Level 2, 0 power card. You can use it as a blocker card, or on a KO, you can trash 1 card from the top of your deck. Buzzcut Mochi. This one's a foil. And then Fire Fist. This one's also a foil. Alright. we got next to look at? Okay, okay, so this is a FASA. This is 2000 power, level 2. If your opponent declares an attack, you can risk. Oh well, yeah, standard blocker card. Another Genzo, another Alvida, another Helmeppo, another Enni's Lobby, another Thunderbolt. Here's another Nero. Here's a Khalifa. This is, I think this is maybe it's the common card version of it. Draw 2 cards and then trash 1 card from your hand. So we've seen so many of the foil version of her that it seems odd to actually see the common version. Okay, another Chew. Okay, here's Kuro as a leader card. Rest 2 of your East Blue type characters, set this leader as active, and rest 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Okay. It requires you to use East Blue, which is a lot kinder than trying to make something out of the Black Cat Pirates. Okay, this is the Nami character card again. This one's a foil. And then this is the Izo character card, 2000 level 1. Look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, reveal 1 type with a card including White Beard other than Izo, then add it to your hand. Okay. So I believe at this point, we have some Apex left in this set. All right. Open this up right here. Okay, so there we go. Another Charlotte Praline, another Mary, another Mono Rhinoceros. You know, this stack is getting a little bit too big. I'm gonna need to cut it in half. All right. So let's see. Another Buggy. Another Charlotte Opera. Another Gum Gum Giant Gavel. Soap Sheep. Ukuro. Flamenco. Okay, so level 2, 3000 HP. When attacking, give 1 of your opponent's minus 2000 during this turn. Okay, another Boodle. 6 King Pistol, level 0 event card. As a counter, trash a card from your hand. Up to 1 of your lyric character cards will gain 2000 power. Okay. Isho, foil card, 9000 power, 8, level 8. If your opponent has 6 or more cards in your hand, trash 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Alright. And what do we have here? Kiwi Amozu, Basa, Jerry, Gaimon, Speed Gel, Tropical Torment, Moo, Shirley, Tempest Cake Sky Slicer event. KO 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0 with a cost of 3 or less. Okay. Thatch. Belmare, foil card, 5000 power, level 4. When this character's attack does damage to your opponent's life, you can trash 2 cards from the top of your deck, and on a KO, you can trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. Okay. Strusen, 1000 power, level 1. On a play, you can trash 1 card with the trigger from your hand. K up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less. Alright. Alright, so... okay, another Charlotte Chiffon, Kumadori, Mono Zero, Mumu, Another Gum Gum Giant Gavel. Another Haruda. Another Bobbin the Disposer. Another Tempest Cake Sky Slicer. Shirashoshi. Okay, Charlotte Katakuri as a leader card. Spend 1 Dawn when attacking. Look up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards and place it at the top or bottom of the life cards, and the leader gains 1,000 power during the battle. Okay. Izo, foil card. Brand new. This is 3,000 power level 2. Look at the top 3 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Navy type card other than brand new, and then add it to your hand and trash the rest. Okay. So I'm starting to see the bottom of this, I promise. Alright. Alright, so this is another Fasa, a Sham, Yosaku and Johnny, a Thunderbolt, a Speed Jill, a Chimney and Gunbei, a Striker, a Limb. Well, so Limb is actually new. Okay, 2,000 power level 3. When the character is KO'd, give up to one of your opponent's leader character cards minus 2,000 during this turn. Okay. A Patty. He's blue. Yeah, level 3, 5,000. If you have 20 or less cards, return it up to 1 character card with a card of 1 or less. Okay. Koku. The Kokuru foil card. So this is a full art foil card, and this is of Charlotte Paraspero. On the KO, look at the top 3 cards from your deck, reveal up to 1 Big Mom Pirates, and then add it to your hand, and place the rest at the bottom in any order. Okay. Oh my god, I need it. You need what? You need the One Piece card game in general? Or do you need just the card that I just pulled of Charlotte Paraspero? Yeah, both. Yeah, so, you know, the thing is, collecting One Piece has been a trickle in the flood, because there was a pre-release over at All Seas Collectibles, which is the store that I worked at, you know, this past Saturday, and they just completely sold out after that. You know, this was after a long dry spell where, you know, just finding the cards was rare. And now all of a sudden we're sold out of the cards, and we're waiting for the next shipment again. You know, it has been more plentiful though. This is the first full box of booster packs that I've had the opportunity to open. Before this, I was only able to do reviews of the starter decks. Okay, so another Sham card. Here's another Kami card. Another Curiel card. What? I was gonna go there. Another Helmeppo. Another Rubber Bandadoom. Another King Bomb. Another Striker. So yeah, if I'm being compelled to build anything out of all of these cards, it's probably going to be the Portuguese Ace deck. Another Peeply Lulu. Another Patty. Okay, this is an Iceberg, and this is a leader card. We saw Iceberg get mentioned in a previous effect card. Okay. Iceberg doesn't have the ability to attack. If you spend a Dawn, you can play up to 1 Galila Company type character card with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Alright. Event, Deathly Poisonous Gas Bomb, level 1 effect. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Okay. Another Rob Lucci as a foil. Alright, I have 3 packs left. Okay. I mean, I've been enjoying One Piece as a TCG. It's been one of my favorite games so far, so maybe I'm just a little bit more adamant about it. I'm a bit more compelled to collect it. Alright, so another Yosaku and Johnny. Let's see, another Mono Rhinoceros. Another Charlotte Galette. Another Usopp's Pirate Crew. Another Out of the Bag. Another Galileo Company. Another Charlotte Opera. Another Chew. Another Audio. Sanji's Pilaf. Okay, this is a new card. It allows you to draw 2 cards. Another Marshall D. Cheech. And this, well, is this one a foil? Yeah, this one's a foil. And another Rob Lucci as a character card. And so the character card is all dark cards. It looks a lot better than the original card. Alright. So 2 packs left. So 5,000 power, 5,000 level 3 Charlotte Praline. Say, have another Pearl, another Mary, another Usopp's Rubber Band, another Charlotte Opera, another Tooth Attack, another Corgi, another Charlotte Oven, 1-2 Django. This one is new. Level 1. Level 1 event card. Arrest up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 1 or less. Then, up to one of your characters will gain 1,000 power during this turn. Okay. This is Charlotte as a leader card. I think we got one of these before. If you have 1 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your top of your life cards. Okay. Django, Black Cat, Pirates, level 5, 6,000. This one's a foil. Set one of your East Blue type leader character cards with a slot of 6 or less as active. Or rest this character and up to one of your opponent's characters. And then Kaya, this one is new as well. This one is a 0 power level 1 card. Draw on a play, draw 2 cards and trash 2 cards from your hand. Okay, so this is the final One Piece pack. Alright. Okay, so another Helmeppo, another Kiwi and Mozu, another Namule, another Camille, another Galileo Company, another Tropical Torment, another Speed Gel, another Gum Gum Giant Gavel, another Blamenco, another Zambai. And so this is the foil Nami card once again. And then this is Bluno. I think this one is new. 6,000 power, level 5. This character spend a Dawn to give the character blocker, and on a KO, play up to 1 character card with the type including CP and a cost of 4 or less from your trash rested. Okay. And so, yeah, that's the entirety of the Pillars of Strength One Piece box. You know, it's an awful lot. I mean, so it's gonna make up for a lot because, you know, I do believe that I'm gonna have the ability to put together another 60 card deck using this. You know. Most looking forward to trying to see if I can build the Ace deck. You know, I was able to get a grand total of the 1 Ace leader card from it. Take all this, put this away for a moment, and then we're going to get to our main event. We are going to start to look through the latest Magic the Gathering set. We're going to look through Wilds of Eldraine. So, Wilds of Eldraine is, you know, once again, you know, Magic has been actively remaking some of the lore sets from, you know, early in its production. Eldraine is typically, you know, just kind of the fairy-themed realm in Magic the Gathering, you know. This is where you see the Sealy and Unseelie Courts of Avalon. This is where you see, you know, fairies, tricksters, gnomes, practical jokers, you know, all sorts of things like that. Still managed to drop some cards on the floor at the end of all of that. Okay, so First thing I didn't want to show you, this is the pre-release set. I was able to participate in the pre-release for Wilds of Eldraine. And so, there's just some loose cards in here, and we'll just go through them really quick before we start opening up the new packs. And we'll see what kind of differences that there are. Okay, so, just really quickly shuffle through the last of this box. Okay. So, this was the clear promo card that they gave us. This one is called Food Fight. Two red mana enchantment card. Artifacts you control have tap 2 to sacrifice this artifact. It deals damage to any target equal to 1 plus the number of permanents named Food Fight that you control. Okay. And so the other thing that they had given me is they gave me a mystery promo pack. So I haven't opened this yet. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open it now. It contains 2 cards. Let's see if we can get it. There we are. It's always the very skinny packs that are the hard ones to open. Alright. So I got a card for Arena. Does it contain a code? Yes, it contains a code. Alright, so... Okay, Godric, the Cloaked Reveler, legendary creature, human noble. With haste and celebration, as long as 2 more land permanents enter the battlefield under this turn. Godric, the Cloaked Reveler, is a dragon type with base, power, and toughness of 4/4 flying. And dragons you control get +1/+0 until the end of the turn. Wow, that's pretty good. Stroke of Midnight, 3 white mana instant card. Destroy a target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. The Eternal Wanderer, this is a Planeswalker card. This one is 6 white mana. No more than 1 creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat. Exile 1 target artifact or creature. Return that card from the battlefield to its owner's control at the beginning of that player's end step. Create a 2/2 white samurai creature with double strike. For each player, choose a character that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control, not chosen this way. Alright. So this is probably what I used in order to make the makeshift deck when I was playing the, when I was actually playing the pre-release tournament. Okay. Expel the interlopers, choose a number between 0 and 10, destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. Human token. Monster and sorcerer class spell tokens. Class spell tokens is a gimmick in this set that effectively it just allows you to add a trait to a card whenever it is commanded by one of the cards effects written here. Edgewall Inn enters a battlefield tap, allows you to choose a color, add 1 mana to choose a color, so it's a special land card. Let's see, Basic Swamps, Solitary Sanctuary, Collector's Vault, Plains card, Expel the Interlopers, Rankle's Prank. This is a 2/4 black mana sorcery card. Choose 1 or more. Each player will discard 2 cards. Each player will lose 4 life or sacrifice 2 creatures. Okay, here's some more of those aforementioned. What is the specific name of this? This is called Aura Roll. Okay, so it's an additional roll that is given as a result of Aura. That's kind of the best way to think about it. You can become cursed, you can become enchanted. Alright, and let's see, okay, so another swamp. Food token, another swamp. This is probably how close together my mana cards were. Other Flames. A Waste Not card, 2 black mana enchantment. When our opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Warehouse Tabby, black cat creature card. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with the creature cannot block. Alright. Food. Wicked Visitor. 2 black mana. Nightmare creature card. Whenever enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from a battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Swamp card. Alright. Restless Fortress. A special land card. Swamp card. Curse Controller. Enters the battlefield cursed, but if you're actually able to change their aura, then they become a 3/3 creature that only has a cost of 3 white mana, which is pretty good. Okay, Candy Grapple, 2 black mana, instant card. Target creature gets -3/3 until the end of turn, and if it was bargain, the creature gets 5/5 until the end of turn. Leyline of the Void, 3 black mana enchantment card. If it's in your opening hand, you can begin the game with it on the battlefield. This card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Okay. Conceited Witch. Okay, I particularly like to play this one in the pre-release. Okay, 3 black mana, Human Witch, Warlock token. Tap 1 black mana to use it as a spell card, Price of Beauty, create a Wicked Roll token, and attach to a target creature that you control. And then the ability, then Conceited Witch has Menace, can't be blocked by more than 2 creatures. High Fate Negotiator, Fairy Warlock with Bargain, sacrifice an artifact. Enchantment token as you cast a spell. Is 3/5 with flying. When it enters a battlefield, if it was bargain, each opponent loses 3 life and then you gain 3 life. And then this is another plains card. Alright, so Swamp. Fairy Fencing. So this is a multiple black magic card. Target creature gains XX until the end of turn. It gains an additional -3/-3 at the end of turn if you control the fairy as you cast a spell. Break the spell, single white mana instant card, destroy target enchantment. If it's a permanent you control or a token was destroyed this way, then draw a card. Okay. So, another swamp token. Yeah, swamp. I think, yeah, we're just kind of at the end of what I was doing in the pre-release. Rhyme for Reindeer, 4 white mana elk creature card. When an enchantment enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. And then, yeah, 1 more plains. And so this was the legendary creature I got from this. This was Neva, stuck by nightmares. 4 white and black mana, human noble card with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, return a target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. So, these are the rest of the cards that I pulled. This is Elizabeth Veteran, Human Knight creature card. Tap 1 to create a Young Hero Roll token attached to the target creature. Grabby Giant, 4 red mana with That's Mine instant adventure card to create a treasure token. Is a 4/3 with reach. Tap 3 to sacrifice an artifact or land, draw a card. I'm starting to think I probably should have built red. Okay. But of course, you know, I have a tendency to always think I should have built red. Frantic Firebolt, 3 red mana instant card, deals X damage to a target creature, where X is 2 plus the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant cards or sorcery cards, or have an adventure. Okay, this is a mountain. This is a Scarecrow Guide. Ratcatcher Trainee, 2 red mana human peasant card with Pest Problem. Create 2 black rat creatures with this creature can attack. And then, as long as this is your turn, Ratcatcher Trainee has first strike. So a great amount of these cards, they have both creature cards with spell effects on them, which is helpful, because if you tap mana later on throughout the game, you can tap multiple mana and you can get both the spell effect card and you can get the creature card on the field. Okay, special mountain card. Monstrous Rage, Bespoke Battle Garb. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, and then Celebration, which is the new ability in this set. At the beginning of combat in your turn, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield, attach Bespoke Battle Garb to the target creature you control. Okay. Flick a coin, tap 3, deal 1 damage. Flick a coin deals 1 damage to any target and allows you to create a treasure token. Kellen, the Fey-Blooded, 3 red mana, legendary creature, human fairy card with Birthright Boon. Tap 2, search your library for an aura or equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. And then the card itself has double strike. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 for each aura and equipment attached to Kellen, the Fey-Blooded. Okay. Witch's Mark. Discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Grand Ball Guess, Celebration, gets +1/+1 and trample as long as 2 or more non-land permanents entered the battlefield under your control this turn. Edgewall Pack, 4 red mana dog creature card with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature with this creature cannot block. Okay. Bellowing Bruiser is that it's 5 red mana ogre creature card. Build a Path, sorcery adventure card. Up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn, and then ordinarily it's a 4/4 with haste. Okay. The Imadane's Recruiter, this is a foil, 3 red mana Cuban Knight creature card with train troops. Create 2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance if you tap 5 mana. And then when Imadane's Recruiter enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until the end of the turn. So red and white seems to be very standard in this, is that making your standard red and white soldier deck is definitely an option in here. Torch the Tower, Skewer Slinger. Okay, those are all the reds. These are the blues. Polluted Bonds. Whenever land enters the battlefield, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Extraordinary Journey. The Miniature Witch, human warlock creature with Bargain. When it enters the battlefield, create a curse roll token attached to a target creature. Okay. Stormkeeled Prowler, human rogue. Put 2 1/1 counters of Stormkeeled Prowler whenever you cast a spell with a mana of 5 or greater. Okay. Vantress Transmuter. It's a normal monster card, but it also has the sorcery Croaking Curse. Tap target creature will create a curse roll token attached to it. Alright. Aquatic Alchemist, 2 blue mana elemental creature card with Bubble Up. Put an instant target or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of their library. Chancellor of Tales, Fairy Advisor, 2/3 with flying. Whenever you cast an adventure spell, you can copy it and choose new targets for the copy. Abraya's Attendants, 5 blue mana Fairy Wizard card with flying. Desperate Parry allows you to target a creature with -4/-0 to the turn. Okay, Island card, another Abraya's Attendants. An Ice Out. If you bargain, this spell costs 1 less to cast, and then counter target spell. Bitter Chill, 2 blue mana enchantment aura card. Tap enchanted creature doesn't untap during the controller's untap step. When it is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you can pay 1 mana. If you do, scry 1, then draw a card. Stormkeeled Prowler, human rogue creature card. Ginger Brute, food golem artifact creature with haste, 1/1 with haste. Can't be blocked this turn except by other creatures with haste. And then sacrifice Ginger Brute in order to gain 3 life. Okay, so these are black. Callous Sellsword enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died under your control this turn. Voracious Vermin, 3 black mana rat. When it enters the battlefield, whenever another creature you control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Vermin. Okay. Hopeless Nightmare. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When it is sent to a graveyard from the battlefield, scry 2. Okay. Another Voracious Vermin. Be the Cauldron. Destroy a target creature with mana value 3 or less, and if it's your turn, create a food token. And Hopeless Nightmare, single black mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. Return Triumphant. 2 white mana sorcery card. Return a target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard with a battlefield. Create a young hero role token attached to it. Break the spell, instant. If a permanent you controlled or token was destroyed this way, draw a card. Archon's Glory with a bargain gains 2/2 until the end of the turn. Then the creature will gain flying and lifelink until the end of the turn if it was bargained. Protective Parents. Create a young hero role token attached to this card. Frostbridge Guard, 2 white mana creature with Elemental Soldier. Tap 2 mana in order to tap a target creature. Savior of Sleeping, 2 white mana, human knight creature with vigilance. Whenever enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter. Woodland Acolyte, 2 white mana. When Woodland Acolyte enters the battlefield, draw a card. Frostbridge Guard, creature, Elemental Soldier. Well, okay. So, Cheeky House Mouse. Target creature, you can do Squeak By as an adventure card. Target creature you control gets +1 until the end of turn. It can't be blocked with creatures with power 3 or greater this turn. Okay. Prophetic Prism, artifact. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Titanic Growth, instant, gets +4/+4 until the end of the turn. Sky Beast Tracker, 4 green mana. A giant archer card with reach. Titanic Growth, 2 green mana. Target creature gets 4/4 until end of turn. Utopia Sprawl, this is alt art card, single green mana aura card. Enchant Forest, as it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Whenever Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, the controller adds an additional 1 mana for the effect. Commune with Nature, 2 green mana sorcery card. Look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a creature card from among them, and then put them back in your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. Bestial Bloodline, 2 green mana. Enchantment Aura card, Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2. Return that from your graveyard to your hand. Garruk's Uprising, 3 green mana. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. Creatures that you control have trample. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, then draw a card. Alright, Root Rider Fawn, 2 green mana. Satyr's Scout creature card. Tap to add green mana, or then tap 2 to add a mana of any color. Up the Beanstalk Enchantment. Whenever you cast a spell with 5 or greater, draw a card. Territorial Witchstalker, 2 green mana with the creature wolf with defender. At the beginning of combat, if you control a creature of power 4 or greater, Territorial Witchstalker gets +1/+0 until end turn and cannot attack this turn, as though it didn't have defender. Brave the Wild, sorcery. Bargain, if the spell was bargain, then target land you control becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. That's still a land. Search your library for a new land card and then put it onto the field. Hamlet Glutton, 7 green mana giant card with bargain. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it's bargained. It has trample, and then when it enters the battlefield, gain 3 life. You know, green seems pretty overpowered in this set as well. Redtooth's Genealogist, 3 green mana elf advisor creature card. When it enters the battlefield, create a royal rule token attached to another target creature you control. Alright. Root Rider Fawn, 2 green mana Satyr Scout. Tap to add 1 green mana. Tap 2 to add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Charade of Numbing Depths. This is a legendary creature card, Merfolk Wizard. 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Whenever you tap 1 or more untapped creatures your opponents control, draw a card. That ability triggers once each turn. Alright. Likeness Looter, blue and black mana creature, fairy shapeshifter card with flying. 1/1 and flying. Tap to draw a card and discard a card, or play multiple cards to turn into a copy of a target creature card with a mana value of X. Okay. And then finally, 3 bowls of porridge, an artifact food card. Deal 2 damage to a target creature, tap a target creature, or sacrifice 3 bowls of porridge. You gain 3 life. So those were all of the cards that I had got in the pre-release set for this. So now here's the full deck box. So this one, unlike a lot of the other boxes that I have opened for Magic, this one is not a draft booster. This one is actually a set booster. Set boosters guarantee a single foil and an art card in every single pack. And so this is a little bit thinner than the other ones that I usually open up. It's, you know, just due to the fact that, you know, there's a guarantee of more rare cards, then, you know, this is definitely going to be worth the additional $20. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure how many cards are in this pack, but I guess we're going to find that out together. Alright. Go ahead and get this open. Okay, so, you know, so most of these Magic packs, they come with a single full art card, and this is one of the, you know, just another one of the Gingerbread Soldier cards. Alright. So let me see, this is 3 packs of cards, yeah. 12 cards each. Okay. Let's just go ahead and let's get cracking. Let's not worry too much about, you know, just the preeminent contents of the package. Alright. I'm going to immediately regret that I'm no longer opening One Piece, because yeah, these are just going to be the more standard card packs that are that can be harder to open. Okay, so here's the art card. Okay, so let's see how many of these are, you know, distinct from the ones that I actually got in the release. Mean and Wild Boar, 2 green and red mana, elf ally legendary creature. Play an additional land on each of your turns, or tap 2 to return a land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature will gain trample. Okay, Crossbridge Guard. Okay, yeah, we've seen that one before. Dawn of Hope, 2 white mana enchantment card. Whenever you gain life, pay 2. If you do, draw a card and then tap 4 to create a white soldier creature token with lifelink. Okay, now Huntsman's Redemption. This is a Saga card. This is the first time we've seen one. 3 green mana. Level 1 creates a 3/3 green beast creature token. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, search your library for a treasure or a basic land card, reveal it, put it onto your hand, and shuffle. And then level 3 is up to 2 target creatures get +2/+2 and trample until the end of turn. Okay. These Saga cards don't transform like the ones in Kamigawa. Okay, 4, 5, 6 blue mana sorcery card, Fairy Slumber Party. Return all creatures to their owner's hands for each opponent who controls a creature. Return this way, you create 2 blue fairy creature tokens with flying, and this creature can block only creatures with flying. Totenran's, the Swarm Piper, 3 black and red mana legendary creature card. Whenever Totentan, Swarm Piper, or another non-token creature you control dies, create a black rat creature. So there's something to be said about creating something in red and black and then just allowing it to create multiples of black rat creature cards. Lord Skitter's Butcher, Rat Peasant, enters the field. You can create a creature token or sacrifice another creature. If you do scry 2, then draw a card. Another Calicel Sword, another Territorial Witchstalker, Leaping Ambush, target creature gets 1/3 and gains reach until the end of turn. Untap it. Okay. Hollow Scavenger, sacrifice a food, gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. Okay. Sleight of Hand, look at the top 2 cards, put one of them in your hand and the other in the bottom of your library. And here is the mountain card. Okay, so looking back at it, we're guaranteed a foil. Which one was the foil? Crossbridge Guard was the foil. Okay. Next package. This is the art card in this one. Okay, a rat token card. Okay, this is the foil. Barrow Naughty, 2 black mana fairy creature card with flying. It has lifelink as long as you control another fairy card. Tap 3 black mana to get +1/+0 until the end of turn. Dragon Mantle, alt art card, single red mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has tap 1 mana to get +1/+0 until the end of turn. Okay. Feral Encounter, look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile a creature card from among them, put the rest on your bottom of your library. You may cast the exile card at the beginning of this next combat phase. Target creature you control deals damage equal to the power up to 1 target creature you control. The Witch's Vanity Saga, level 1, destroy a target creature you control with mana value 2 or less. Level 2, create a food token. And level 3, create a Wicked Roll token attached to a target creature you control. Okay, another Cursed Courtier. Okay, another Taken by Nightmares. Soul Guide Lantern, 1 mana artifact card. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it to exile an opponent's graveyard, or tap 2 to sacrifice it and then draw a card. Okay. Spell Scorn Coven, 3 black mana fairy warlock creature with flying. When Spell Scorn Coven enters the battlefield, each opponent will discard a card. Okay. Merfolk Coralsmith, 3 blue mana Merfolk creature card. Tap 1 mana to get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. When it dies, scry 2. Okay. Plunge into Winter, 2 white mana instant card. Tap up to 1 target creature. Scry 1 and then draw a card. Crystal Grotto, special land card, and Forest. This is a foil forest card. Alright. So, here we go. Pack number 3. I'm suddenly counting these again. Alright. Okay. Here's the art card. Okay. So, this is an arena card. It doesn't have a code on it. Let's see. Besotted Knight, 3 white mana. With the sorcery, Betroth the Beast, create a royal roll token attached to a target creature you control. Ray Bombardment, 3, alternate art, 3 red mana enchantment card. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, it deals 1 damage to the player or the planeswalker that creature is attacking. A Tale for the Ages. Yeah, enchanted creatures get +2/+2. Picklock Prankster, 1/3 with Flying Vigilance, and Free the Fae, mill 4 cards, then put an instant sorcery or a fairy card from among the mill cards into your hand. Okay. Chancellor of Tales, 4 blue mana fairy advisor with flying. Whenever he casts an adventure spell, copy it, then choose new targets for the copy. Ego Drain, single black mana sorcery. Your opponent reveals their hand, choose an online card from it. That player discards that card. If you don't control a fairy, exile a card from your hand. Johan, the Apprentice Sorcerer, 2 blue and red mana, legendary creature, human wizard card. Look at the top card of your library anytime. Once each turn, you can cast an instant or sorcery from the top of your library. Splashy Spellcaster, elemental hero creature card, 4 blue mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, create a sorcerer roll token, create up to 1 other target creature you control. Okay. 9 Crescendo, 3 red mana instant card. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until the end of the turn. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. Okay. Harried Spearguard, haste. When it dies, create a black rat creature token. Rad Out, single black mana instant card. Up to 1 creature gets -1/-1 until the end of the turn. And then you create a 1/1 black rat creature token. And then a Mountain foil card. Alright. So this is the 4th pack. Show you that art card. Now, this is a nice one. It actually has a gold signature from the artist on it. Alright. So on an adventure, after an adventure resolves, you can place an exile card here. You can cast a permanent spell from the exile. Okay. The Princess takes flight. This one's a foil, and this one's also a saga card. Saga level 1, exile up to 1 target creature. Level 2, target creature you control gets 2/2 and gains flying until the end of turn. Level 3, return the exile card to the battlefield under the owner's control. Alright. So, Blind Obedience, 2 white mana enchantment card with Extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you can pay blue or white mana. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain that much life. Now, artifacts, creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Questing Druid, 2 green mana, human druid creature card. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Questing Druid. Twining Twins, that's what it is. Twining Twins, Fairy Wizard spell with Flying, Vigilance, and Ward of 1. Exile target non-token creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. Become Brutes, 2 red mana sorcery card. 1 or 2 target creatures gain haste until the end of turn. For each of those creations, create a monster roll token for it. Gadwick's First Duel, this is another saga card. This is 2 blue mana. Create a cursed roll token when attached to the target creature. Level 2, you scry 2. Level 3, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with mana value 3 or less each turn, copy that spell. You can choose new targets for the copy. Okay. Welcome to Sweet Tooth, 2 green mana. Saga card, create a 1/1 white human creature token. I've never had 3 saga cards in one pack before. Level 2, create a food token. Level 3, put 1/1 counters on target creatures you control, where X is 1 plus the number of foods you control. Back for seconds, 3 black mana sorcery with Bargain. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. If it was Bargain, you can put one of those cards with mana value 4 or less from the battlefield instead of putting it into your hand. Okay, Voracious Vermin, 3 black mana rat creature card. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Whenever another creature you control dies, put the +1/+1 counter on Voracious Vermin. Edgewall Pack. 4 red mana dog creature card with menace. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black creature token. Okay. That seems to be the preeminent red and white ability right there. Ratcatcher Trainee. As long as it's your turn, Ratcatcher Trainee has first strike. And then this is an island. Yeah, just a standard island land card. Okay. 5th pack. Maybe I can actually, remember how many packs that I've opened, and then I can tell you the total amount of packs that are in the set booster. Alright. So, there's the art card. It's Geese. Alright. See, arena card. This one have a code. I usually get, code cards when I do the pre-release, not usually when I open up set boosters. Old Flitterfang, 5 black mana legendary creature, Rat Fairy, with flying. At the beginning of the step, if a creature died this turn, create a food token, sacrifice another creature or artifact. Old Flitterfang gets +2/+2 until end of turn. I'm partially compelled to try to see if I can build this rat deck. Alright, so Stab Wound, 3 black mana, enchantment aura creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of this upkeep, that player loses 2 life. Okay. Godric Cloak Leveler. Taking my nightmares. Ashiok's Reaper, nightmare creature card. Whenever an enchantment you control is put in the graveyard to the battlefield, draw a card. Eerie Interference. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control. Corval and a Noble Thief. Red. 4 red mana saga card. That's in steps 1 and 2, create a treasure token. In step 3, Exile the top 3 cards of target opponent's library, and then play. Then you can play those cards this turn. Okay. Agatha's Champion, 5 green mana, human knight creature with bargain. When it enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Okay. Titanic Growth, 2 green mana, instant cards get +4/+4 till end of turn. Spell Strutter, 2 blue mana, instant card. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2, plus an additional 1 for each fairy you control. Oberaya's Attendance, 5 blue mana fairy wizard creature card. 3/4 with flying and the ability Desperate Parry. Target creature gets -1/-0 until the end of turn. And then a foil full art island card. Alright, so. Well, so much for remembering. Alright. So, show me that art card. She goes this way. Okay, food token. Root Rider Fawn. So this one is the foil card in the set. Okay. Shared Animosity, 3 red mana enchantment cards. Whenever a creature you control attacks, if you +1/+0 until the end of turn. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. For each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. Alright. Ingenious Prodigy. So, multiple blue mana human wizard creature card with Skulk. Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Ingenious Prodigy enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it has 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, you can remove it and then draw a card. Ogre Chitterlord, 6 red mana ogre warrior creature with menace. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, create 2 1/1 black creature tokens with this creature can't block. Okay. Knight of the Sweet Revenge, enchantments. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Tough Cookie, 2 green mana food golem token. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. A target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until the end of the turn. Greta, the Sweet Tooth Scourge, 2 black and green mana, 3 black and green mana legendary creature, human warrior. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. Tap 1 green mana to sacrifice a food, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Or tap 2 to sacrifice a food, draw a card, and lose 1 life. Water Wings, 2 blue mana instant. Until the end of turn, target creature you control has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying and hexproof. Frantic Firebolt, 3 red mana instant card. Deals X damage to a target creature where X is 2 plus the number of cards in your graveyard. And that are instant cards, sorcery cards, and have an adventure. Unruly Catapult, 3 red mana artifact creature construct with Defender. It deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell, then untap it. Armory Mice, 2 white mana mouse creature cards. Celebration gets 0/+2 as long as 2 or more non-land permanents entered the battlefield under your control this turn. And then a foil island. Alright. Okay. Compulsion, alternate art and foil, 2 blue mana enchantment card. Tap 2, discard a card to draw a card. Tap 2 to sacrifice and then draw a card. Knightly Valor, also an alternate art card. 5 white mana or enchantment card. Enchant a creature. When it enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and it has vigilance. Stab Wound. This is also an alternate art card. This is 3 black mana enchantment aura creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/2. At the beginning of the upkeep of the enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. Utopia Sprawl, single green mana enchantment aura, oh yeah, we've actually seen that one. Enchant a forest, but turn it into a creature in addition to a land card. Iron Crag, 2 mana legendary artifact card. Tap to add a colorless mana whenever a creature enters a battlefield under your control. You can have the Iron Crag become a legendary equipment artifact called Everflame Hero's Legacy. If you do, it gains Equip 3, and equipped creature gets 3/3 and loses all other abilities. Knight of Doves, 3 white mana human knight creature card. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Cheeky House Mouse, single white mana mouse creature card, 2/1 with Squeak by. Target creature gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Twisted Sewer Witch, 3, 4, 5 black mana demon warlock creature card. When it enters the battlefield, create a black rat creature token with this creature can attack. Then for each rat you control, create a wicked rogue token attached to that rat. Kellen's Lightblades, 2 white mana instant card with Bargain. It deals 3 damage to a target or blocking creature. If it was Bargain, destroy that creature instead. Rhyme for Reindeer, okay, yeah, we've seen that one before. Ice Out as well. And then this is Altar Island, and this was the art card. I just didn't get that right away, like I did in all the previous ones. Alright.
I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. That's what the devil used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swear that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Okay, so treasure token, Skewer Stinger, 2 red mana dwarf knight creature token with reach, and this is the foil. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, it deals 1 damage to that creature. Okay. Hatching Plains, alternate art card, 2 blue mana enchantment. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Beseech the Mirror, 4 black mana sorcery cards. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If it was Bargain, you can cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Alright. Storyteller Pixie, 4 blue mana fairy wizard creature with flying. Whenever you cast adventure spell, draw a card. Picnic Ruiner, 2 red mana goblin rogue creature. Whenever Picnic Ruiner attacks, whenever you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Picnic Ruiner gains double strike. Ruby the Daring Tracker, green and red mana legendary creature, human scout with haste. Whenever Ruby Daring Tracker attacks while you control a creature with power 4, it gains +2/+2 until the end of turn. Okay, Witchstalker Frenzy. 4 red mana instant card. The spell costs 1 less for each creature that attacked this turn. It deals 5 damage to each target creature. Commune with Nature, single green mana. Okay, I think we've seen that one. Feed the Cauldron. Destroy a target creature with mana value 3 or less. If it's your turn, create a food token. Scream Puff, 5 black mana horror creature with Death Touch. When it deals combat damage to its player, create a food token. Sky Beast Tracker, 4 green mana, giant archer with reach. When you cast a spell with mana value of 5 or greater, create a food token. And then Aldart Island. Okay, so alright. Next art card here. Alright, so ooh, this is an interesting one. Okay, Ravnica at War. 4 white mana sorcery. Exile allows all you to exile all multicolored permanents. Boundary Lands Ranger. two red mana human ranger creature. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, discard a card, and if you do, draw a card. Impact Tremor, 2 red mana enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, Impact Treasure deals 1 damage to each opponent. Virtuous Strengths, 7 green mana enchantment card. If you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. That's really good for a green card. Malevolent Witchkite, 6 black mana dragon warlock creature card with flying. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and or tokens and draw that many cards. Tattered Ratter, 2 red mana human peasant. Whenever rats you control becomes blocked, it gains +2 and 0 until the end of the turn. Totentanz, Swarm Piper. This is clearly the legendary card for the all-rat deck. This is 3 black and red mana human warlock bard. Whenever it or another non-token creature you control dies, create a black rat creature token with this creature can attack. And then tap 2 to target an attacking rat you control to gain Death Touch. Another Lord Scare's Butcher. On Witch's Mark, you can discard a card if you do draw 2 cards. Okay. The Miniature Witch, 2 blue mana human warlock creature card with Bargain. When it enters the battlefield, if it was Bargain, create a curse roll token attached to it. Okay. Sweet Tooth Witch, 3 black mana human warlock creature card. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token, sacrifice a food, target player loses 2 life. Kindled Heroism, single red mana instant, 1/0 and gains first strike. And then the Mountain Lion card. Alright. So my frame rate just skipped a beat there, but I think everything's alright. Okay, so no. Art card. Okay, on an adventure token. Virtue of Loyalty, 5 white mana enchantment card with Art of Veil Fealty. Create a 2/2 white knight token with Vigilance. At the beginning of an end step, create a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and then untap those creatures. Goblin Bombardment, 2 red mana enchantment card. Sacrifice a creature, deals 1 damage to every target. Food Fight, 2 red mana enchantment card. Oh yeah, well, we've actually already seen that one. Heart Flame Duelist, human knight instant sorcery spells you control now have lifelink. Callous Sellsword, 2 black mana human soldier card. Enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died under your control this turn. Parvol the Noble Thief, 4 red mana saga card. And level 1 and 2 create a creature token. And level 3 exile the top 3 cards of an opponent's library and then play those cards this turn. Agatha's Champion, 5 green mana human knight creature. Oh yeah, we've actually seen this one before. Return from the Wild. Search your library for a basic land card. Create a 1/1 white human creature token or create a food token. Another Frostbridge card. Freeze in place. Tap target creature an opponent controls. Put 3 stun counters on its right too. Alright, and then Snare Master Sprite. Fairy Wizard creature token with flying. When it enters the battlefield, pay 2. When you do, tap a target creature opponent controls and then put a stun counter onto it. And then the Plains card. Alright. Okay, so another Aura token card. Oh, and also this was the art card. Dutiful Griffin, 5 white mana creature 4/4 with flying. Tap 2 to sacrifice 2 enchantments. Return Dutiful Griffin from your graveyard into your hand. Leyline of Lightning, 3 red mana enchantment card. If it's in your opening hand, begin the game with it on your battlefield. Whenever you cast a spell, pay 1. If you do, deal 1 damage to a target player or planeswalker. Okay. Grasp of Fate, 3 white mana enchantment card. When it enters the battlefield for each opponent, exile up to 1 non-land permanent that player controls until it leaves the battlefield. Decadent Dragon, 4 red mana dragon creature token, 4/4 with flying and trample. Whenever it attacks, create a treasure token. Alright. 2-headed hunter, 5 red mana giant creature token with menace, 5/4. Twice the rage, target creature gains double strike until the end of the turn. Boundary Lands Ranger, 2 red mana human ranger creature card. At the beginning combat of your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you can discard a card, and if you do, draw a card. Monstrous Rage, single red mana instant card. Target creature gains 2/0 until the end of turn. Create a monster roll token attached to it. Ministrosity, 2 black mana horror creature card. When it dies, create a food token. Stormkeeled Prowler, human rogue creature card. When you cast a spell with a mana value of 5 or greater, put 2 on 1 counters on Stormkeeled Prowler. Scarecrow Guide, Beanstalk Worm, 5/4 creature card with reach, and then a forest card. Alright. Rip, rip, rip. Okay. Magic minigame card. Plunge into Winter. This is the foil. 2 white mana instant spell card. Tap to 1 target creature. Scry 1, then draw a card. Curiosity, enchantment aura. Enchant a creature. When it deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Vampiric Rites, single black mana enchantment card, tap 2 to sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life and then draw a card. Red Cap Gutter Dweller, 4 mana goblin warrior creature token with menace. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black rat creature tokens. At the beginning of your update, sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Red Cap Gutter Dweller. Exile the top card of your library. Embereth Veteran, human knight creature. Tap 1 to sacrifice and create a young hero roll token attached to another target creature. Amadene's Recruiter, 3 red mana human knight creature token. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get 1/0 and haste until the end of the turn. Gallant Pie Wielder, 3 white mana dwarf knight with first strike and celebration. It has double strike as long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Candy Grapple, Hamlet Glutton, giant creature with bargain. The spell costs 2 less to cast if it's bargained. It's a 6/6 with trample. When Hamlet Glutton enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Okay. Brave the Wilds, sorcery card with bargain. If your spell is bargain, target land you control becomes a 3/3. Oh yeah, well, we've seen that before. Balluna's Gravekeeper, 6 blue mana, giant soldier creature card. 6/5. And sorcery with the adventure entry denied. Return a target creature you don't control with a mana value of 3 or less into your owner's hand. And then the mountain. Alright. Okay, show you that art card. Okay, another Aura token card. This is Agatha's Champion, but this one's a foil. Another Garruk's Uprising. Hilda's Crown of Winter, 3 mana legendary artifact. Tap 2 to attack a target creature. This ability costs 1 less to activate during your turn. Or tap 3 to sacrifice it, draw a card for each tapped creature your opponents control. O'Brien, Dreaming Duelist, blue and black mana fairy warrior legendary creature card with flash and flying. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. Gingerbread Hunter, 5 green mana, giant creature card. Puny Snack, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. When it enters the battlefield, create a food token. 3 bowls of porridge. Discerning Financier, 3 white mana, human noble creature card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if your opponent controls more lands than you, create a treasure token. Living Lectern, 2 blue mana construct artifact creature. Sacrifice it to draw a card. Create a sorcerer rule token attached up to 1 other target creature you control. Okay, click a coin. Cut in. Cut in deals 4 damage to a target creature. Create a young roll hero token attached to 1 creature you control. Toon Veil Guide, 4 white mana fairy scout creature with flying and a swamp. Okay. Thran War Machine, 4 mana artifact creature token with Echo. It attacks each turn if able. Okay. Scream Puff, this is a foil version of it. 5 black mana. Horror with Death. I would almost assume that it would be a giant card, but that's me. Spreading Seeds, alternate art card, and 2 blue mana with enchantment. When Sparkling Seeds enters the... When Spreading Seeds... I said Spreading Seeds enters... When Spreading Seeds... Okay. Spreading Seeds enters the battlefield, draw a card. Restless Cottage, special land. Passive Honor, 3 white mana mouse creature card. Add Celebration. If 2 more non-land permanents enter your control of this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Passive Honor. Edgewalled Inn. Edgewalled Inn ends battlefield. That was a special land card. Tanglespan Lookout, 3 green mana satyr creature card. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Graceful Takedown, 2 green mana sorcery. Any number of target enchanted creatures you control. Up to 1 other target creature, each deal damage with the power of a target creature you don't control. Unassuming Sage, 2 white mana human peasant. When it enters the field, you pay 2. If you do, create a sorcerer roll token. Merry Bards, 3 red mana human bard tokens. Pay 1 when you do, create a young hero roll token. Charity Oath, 5 black mana sorcery card. Destroy a target creature and enchantment, create a wicked roll token. Bespoke Battle Guard, 2, well, okay, we've actually seen that one before. And then the Plains, and then this was the art card. It goes this way. It's a wolf. Alright. Okay. Here's the art card. Rebuff the Wicked. Single white mana instant card. Counter target spell that targets permanent. Troublemaker Oath. 2 green mana Oath card. With Bargain. When it enters the battlefield, if it was Bargain, exile a target artifact or an enchantment and the opponent controls. Vampiric Rites, single black mana enchantment, sacrifice a creature, gain 1 life and then draw a card. Rankle's Prank, okay, yeah, we've seen that one before. Horde of Vantress, enters the field, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1 other target enchantment or artifact. If you are the monarch, you may create a token that's a copy. If you're not, you can have Horde of Vantress become a copy of it, except it has this ability. Picnic Ruiner, Ruby Daring Tracker, red and green mana human scout with haste. Whenever it attacks, when you control a creature with power 4 or greater, gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. Witchstalker Frenzy, 4 red mana. Instant cost spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature that attacked this turn. Witchstalker Frenzy deals 5 damage to a target creature. Okay, Spider Food, 3 green mana sorcery, destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying and create a food token. Into the Fade Court, 5 blue mana sorcery card. When draw 3 cards, create a blue fairy creature token with flying, and this creature can block only creatures with flying. Sling Blade Assassin, 4 black mana fairy assassin with flash flying. When it enters the battlefield, destroy a target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Mocking Sprite, 3 blue mana fairy rogue creature with flying. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And then the forest card. Yeah, let's get the next pack. So there's the art card. Okay. Kenrith the Return King, legendary creature, human noble, 5 white mana. All creatures gain trample and haste until the end of turn. Tap 2 to put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. 2, a target creature gains 5 life. 3, target player draws a card. Or 4, put a target creature card from a graveyard into the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay. Rowdy Research, 7 blue mana instant spell card. This costs 1 less to cast for each creature that was attacked this turn. Draw 3 cards. Ground Seal, 2 green mana enchantment. Draw a card. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Lord Skitter, Sewer King, 3 black magic rat noble. When another rat enters the battlefield, exiled up to 1 target card from your opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a black rat creature token. Fairy Fencing, multiple black mana instant card. Target creature gets -X until end of turn. That creature gains an additional -3/-3 until end of turn until it's if you control a fairy as you cast a spell. Okay. Dream Spoilers, 4 black mana fairy warlock creature token with flying. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, up to 1 target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Fairy Dream Thief, fairy warlock creature card with flying. When it enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Tap 3 to exile Fairy Dream Thief from your graveyard. You draw a card, and then you lose 1 life. Shrouded Shepherd, 2 white mana Spirit Warrior creature card. When it enters the battlefield, a target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Leave Shadows, Adventurer Sorcery characters your opponent's control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Woodland Acolyte, 3 white mana. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Mend the Wild, put target permanent card from your graveyard on top of your library. Grand Ball Guests, okay, yeah, we've seen that one. Skewer Slinger, seen that one too. Stockpiling Celebrant, when it enters the battlefield, you can return another target non-permanent you control to the owner's hand, and then scry 2. And then swap card. Alright. So... tough guys. Okay, showing the art card. Okay, Night Token card. So Rhyme for a Reindeer. Oppression is a 3 black mana enchantment card. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player will discard a card. Elvish Archivist, 2 green mana Elf Artificer creature card. Whenever 1 or more artifacts enter the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Elvish Archivist. This ability triggers only once per turn. Whenever 1 or more enchantments enter the battlefield, draw a card. This ability triggers only once per turn. Ashiok's Reaper, 2-headed Hunter. Boundary Lands Ranger, 2 red, human ranger creature token. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with 4 or greater power, you can discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Monstrous Rage. Candy Trail, artifact food clue. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2. Sacrifice 3 to gain 3 life and draw a card. Another Ginger Brute. Territorial Witch Stalker. Misleading Motes. 4 blue mana. Target creature owner puts it on the top or bottom of their library. And a swamp card. Alright. So this is art. This is the art for Ice Crown. Okay, food token. Twisted Sewer Witch, 5 black mana, foil, human warlock creature. When it enters the battlefield, create a black rat creature token. Okay. Leyline of Abundance, 4 green mana enchantment. Realm Scorcher Hellkite, 6 red mana dragon creature card with bargain. Flying and haste. When it enters the battlefield, if it was bargained, add 4 mana in any combination of colors. Tap 2, Realm Scorcher Hellkite deals 1 damage to each target. Glass Casket, 2 white mana artifact creature card. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until Glass Casket leaves the battlefield. The Princess takes flight, saga card. A Dutiful Griffin, let me see, Stroke of Midnight, 3 white mana instant card, destroy an target non-land permanent, its controller creates a white human creature token. Ash Party Crasher, human peasant, red-white legendary creature with haste. When it attacks 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Ash. Bellowing Bruiser, 5 red mana ogre creature card with haste. Beat a path up to 2 target creatures can't block this turn. Okay. Waitress Transmuter, human creature card with Croaking Curse, sorcery adventurer. Tap a target creature, create a curse roll token attached to it. Aquatic Alchemist, 2 blue mana elemental creature card with bubble up. Yeah, I think we've seen this one. Whenever you cast your first instant spell as sorcery, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And then a forest card. Alright. I think we have like 12 packs left at this point. Okay, so an art card. Siege Zombie, alternate art card, 2 black mana. Tap 3 untap creatures you control, each opponent loses 1 life. Nature's Will, 4 green mana enchantment card. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage, tap all that land the player controls and untap all lands you control. Impact Tremors, 2 red mana enchantment card. When it enters the battlefield under your control, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Lich Knight's Conquest, 5 black mana sorcery card. Sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, or tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Threadbind Click, 4 blue mana fairy creature card with flying. With Rip the Seams, instant spell card, return destroy a target untapped creature. Belligerent of the Ball, 3 red mana ogre warrior card with celebration. At the beginning of the combat of your turn, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and has menace. Howling Gale Fang, 4 green mana beast creature card with vigilance. Has haste as long as you own a card in exile that has an adventure. Stormkeld Vanguard, 5 green mana giant warrior creature card. It cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and has bear down, destroy a target enchantment creature or artifact. Rowan's Grim Search, 3 black mana, instant card with Bargain. If the spell is Bargain, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put up to 2 of them back on top of your library in any order, and the rest into your graveyard. Besotted Knight, 4 white mana, human knight creature token. With Betroth the Beast, create a royal roll token attached to a target creature you control. Ferocious Werefox, 4 green mana with Trample. Elf Fox Warrior with Trample. Guard Charge, tap 2 green mana to create a monster roll token attached to each target creature you control. Curse of the Werefox, 3 green mana sorcery card, create a monster roll token attached to the target creature you control. When you do that, creature fights up to 1 creature you don't control. And then a Plains card. Okay. This is getting a little bit out of sorts. Just a little bit. A little bit. Need room for maybe about, yeah, just 11 more card packs. Alright. Okay, well, matching minigame again. Show me the art card. Okay, Mocking Sprite, 2 blue mana, fairy rogue creature with flying, instant, and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. Leyline of the Void. I think we've seen that one before. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Virtue of Courage, 5 red mana, enchantment card. Emberlick Blaze does 2 damage to any target. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage, you can exile that many cards from the top of your library, and then play those cards at the beginning of this turn. Okay. Royal Treatment, single green mana instant. Target gains hexproof until end of turn. Create a royal roll token. Sarah Armor, the Redeemer, 5 white and green mana, legendary human knight creature. When it enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to another target creature you control. Okay. Redtooth Vanguard, 2. Well, actually, we've seen that one before. The Etrian's Whisper. Minecart Daredevil, 3 red mana, dwarf knight creature with Ride the Rails. Target creature gets +2/+1 until end turn. Okay. Verdant Outraider, 3 green mana, human knight creature. Tap 2, Verdant Outrider can't be blocked by power 2 or less. Battle Horseman, 4 black mana, zombie knight creature token. When it dies, put it at the bottom of the owner's library. Deathly Ride, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And a forest card. Right. Okay. There's that alt art of the lady stabbing the donut again. Okay, human token. Neva, Stalked by Nightmares, 4 white and black mana legendary creature, human noble card with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, return target creature or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, you know, actually, yeah. That was one of the ones that I used in the pre-release. Season of Growth, 2 green mana enchantment card. Well, yeah, we've seen that, but not in alt art. Scalding Viper, 2 red mana. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value 3 or less, it deals 1 damage to that player. Eerie Interference, prevent all damage. Okay, that would have been that deal. Another Glass Casket. Another Princess Takes Flight. Embereth Veteran. Imadane's Recruiter. Barrow Naughty, I think this one is new. 1/3 with flying when it has lifelink as long as you control the player. Souped up 2 white mana enchantment or enchantment creature can attack or block. Sleight of hand and forest foil. Okay, there's the art. Maybe I'm not holding it right. Maybe it's more like that. Just partially on fire forest. Okay, treasure token. Knight of the Sweet's Revenge, but this one is foil. Compulsion, alt art. Discard a card, draw a card, sacrifice compulsion, and then draw a card. Sleepcrest Fairy, Flying Ward 2, when it enters the battlefield, tapped with 3 stun counters on it. Okay. Another Neva Stalked by Nightmares, Succumb to the Cold, Ice Rot Sentry, Charade of Numbing Depths, 4 blue mana Merfolk Wizard. When it enters the battlefield, tap a target creature and an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Another Prophetic Prism. Not dead after all, single black mana instant. Target creature you can control gains. If this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Then create a Wicked Roll token. Conceited Witch, Savior of the Sleeping, and Forest alt art. Okay. Okay, another roll card. This is the alt art. It almost looks like the Magic logo itself. Okay, Scarecrow Guide, foil. Curiosity. Tangled Colony, 2 black magic. Tangled Colony can't block. When it dies, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. Charging Hooligan, 4 red mana human peasant. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each attacking creature. If a rat is attacking, it gains trample until the end of turn. Well, Hooligan gains trample, not the rat. Hooligan, not the rat. Another Gallant Pie Welder. Stroke of Midnight, another Ash Party Crasher, another Leaping Ambush. I'm having another avalanche here. Alright. Hollow Scavenger, Commune with Nature, Titanic Growth, and an Island. Okay. Okay, here's the art card. It actually goes this way. Okay, on an adventure token, Wicked Visitor, Parallel Lives, 4 green mana enchantment. When an effect would create 1 or more tokens, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. It's a shame that it's not red and black, because then I would create so many rat tokens. Okay, the Apprentice's Folly, 2 blue and red mana saga card. Level 1 and 2, choose target non-token creatures you control that don't have the same name. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Then sacrifice all the reflections you control. Okay. Elian's Tempting Apple, when it enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature until the end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until the end of turn. Stone Splitter Bolt, bargain, it deals X damage to target creature. If the spell was bargain, it deals twice X damage to that permanent instead. Twisted Fealty, 3 red mana sorcery card. Gain control of a target creature. Untap that creature, it gains haste until the end of turn. Solitary Sanctuary, when it enters a battlefield, tap a target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Torch the Tower, red, single red mana instant. Bargain deals 2 damage. If it was Bargain, it deals 3 damage, and then you scry 1. Moment of Valor, Toadstool Admirer, Oath creature with ward of 2. Tap 4 to put a +1/+1 counter on Toadstool Admirer. Slumber King, Keep Guard, single white mana, human knight creature card. Scry 1. Tap 3 to get +1/+1 until the end of turn for each enchantment you control. And a mountain. Alright, so I believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5, and the one I'm holding makes 6. So we have 6 more packs to open. Alright. Okay, here's the art card. Okay, so Flamekin Village, special land card. Impact Tremors, alt art and foil, 2 red mana enchantment card. When it enters a battlefield under your controls, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Blood Moon, 2 red mana, alt art enchantment. Non-basic lands are now considered to be mountains. Dark Tutelage, 3 black mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put the card into your hand. You lose a life equal to the mana value. Gumdrop Poisoner, 3 black mana human warlock creature card with lifelink and tempt with treats, which allows you to create a food token. When Gumdrop Prisoner enters a battlefield, up to 1 target creature gets X and X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life you gain this turn. Okay. Galvanic Giant, 4 blue mana giant wizard card. Storm Reading for 6, draw 4 cards and discard 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, tap the target creature that an opponent controls and then put a stun counter on it. Okay. Disdainful Stroke, counter target spell with mana value 4 or greater. Archive Dragon, 6 blue mana dragon wizard creature with flying. Ward 2. And then when Archive Dragon enters the battlefield, you scry 2. Another Troublemaker Oath. Another Grabby Giant, 4/3 with reach. Okay. And then a Red Cap Thief. 3 red mana. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Red Tooth Genealogist, 3 green mana elf advisor token. When it enters the battlefield, create a royal roll token attached to another target creature you control. And then a Plains card. Alright. Okay, so there's the art card. I don't recall seeing that card. Maybe that's the folly of actually getting a set booster set. Alright. Woodland Alkalite, foil, 3 white mana. Intangible Virtue, 2 blue mana enchantment card. Creature tokens get +1/+1 vigilance. Pollen Shield Hair, 2 white mana rabbit creature. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1. And then Hair Raising is an adventure. Target creature you control gains vigilance and gains XX until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you created. Bitter of Chill, 2 blue mana enchantment. Enters the battlefield, tap an enchanted creature. Doesn't untap during a controller's tap step. When it's put into a graveyard from the battlefield, pay 1. If you do, scry 1 and then draw a card. Tenacious Tome Seeker. 3 blue mana human knight creature token with bargain. When it enters a battlefield, if it was bargain, return the target instant or sorcery from your graveyard into your hand. Okay. High Fate Negotiator. We've seen that one. Return Triumphant. We've seen that one too. Charmed Clothier. Been a while. Protective Parents. Yeah. Evolving Wilds. Special land card. And then Root Rider Fawn. 2 green mana Satyr Scout. Yeah. Tap 2 or add 1 green mana of any color. Okay, so we have 4 packs left. Okay. This is a art card. Actually, it faces this way. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Alright. Another roll token card. Okay. Witch's Mark in foil. Season of Growth. Charming Scoundrel, 2 red mana human rogue with haste. Choose when it enters the battlefield, choose 1, discard a card, then draw a card, create a treasure token, create a wicked roll token attached to a target creature you control. Collector's Vault. Frolicking Familiar, 2 blue mana Otter Wizard creature card with flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Frolicking Familiar gets +1/+1. Blow off Steam, instant adventure, deals 1 damage to any target. Hearth Elemental, 6 red mana elemental creature card. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the number of cards in graveyard that are instant cards, sorcery cards, or have an adventure. And Stoke Genius, discard your hand and then draw 2 cards. Quick Study allows you to draw 2 cards. Break Spell, destroy target enchantment. If it is a permanent or a token, draw a card. Johann Stopgap. I think we've seen that one before. Another Wicked Visitor, another Warehouse Tabby, and a Swamp. Okay, 3 packs left. Alright. Boy, this one opened really funny. Okay. There's your art card. Treasure token. Okay. Raging Battle Mouse. I think we've seen this one. This one is a foil. The second spell you cast, each turn costs 1 less to cast. And then Celebration. Target creature that you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay. Griffin Airy, 2 white mana enchantment card at the beginning of your next step. If you gain 3 or more life, create a 2/2 white Griffin creature token with flying. Okay. The Goose Mother. We saw the art card for this earlier. So X amount of green and blue creature tokens. Legendary creature Bird Hydra, 2/2 with flying. Enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters in it. When the Goose Mother enters the battlefield, create half X food tokens rounded up. Whenever the Goose Mother attacks, you can sacrifice a food. If you do, draw a card. Okay. Food Coma, 4 white mana enchantment card. When it enters the battlefield, exile a target creature an opponent controls until Food Coma ends the battlefield and leaves the battlefield, and then create a food token. Another Up the Beanstalk. Tonian, Gutsy Explorer, 3 blue and green mana legendary creature Belvalkian Scout, 1/3. Tap to add with blue and green mana. Spend this mana only to cast spells with mana 5 or greater. Okay. Tempest Heart, elemental elf creature 3/4 with trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Tempest Heart. Scan the clouds, draw 2 cards, and then discard 2 cards. Archon's Glory, single white mana. The target creature gets +2/+2, and Flying and Lifelink. Okay. Bestial Bloodline, 2 green mana, enchant creature, and then tap 5 to return it from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Hopeful Vigil. We've seen that one before. Hopeless Nightmare, we've definitely seen that. And then Foil Island card. Alright. Two more packs to go. Okay. Here's our art card. It goes this way. Bird token. Gadwig's first duel, foil. Level 1, create a curse roll token attached up to 1 target creature. 2, scry 2. And 3, when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You can choose the targets for the copy. Okay. I think we've seen that one before. Fiery Emancipation. 6, level 6 enchantment. Red. If a source you control would deal damage, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. Restless Vinestock, special land. Belligerent of the Ball, 3 blue mana, Ogre Warrior card with Celebration. Howling Galefang. Vigilance, has haste as long as you own a card in exile that has an adventure. Stormkilled Vanguard, 6 green mana, giant warrior creature. Oh yeah, this was the one with Bear Down. Okay, Feed the Cauldron, Scream Puff. Spell Stutter, 2 blue mana instant. Counter a target spell unless its controller pays 2 mana, plus an additional 1 for each fairy. Okay, Oberai's Tenants, 4, 3/4 with flying. Fairy Wizard creature card, Desperate Parry. Right. Sky Beast Tracker, 4 green mana, giant archer with reach. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Yeah, we're really at the bottom of the pack at this point. Altard Island. And so now I hold in my hand the final pack of the evening. Okay, let's see how well this one treats us. Alright. Okay. So, here's the art card. It actually goes this way. But I'll probably drop a couple blessings on the way out. Give a little, get a little, watch it come and play out. Royal getting royalties, I'm waiting on the payout. Okay, so another roll card. Okay. A stockpiling Celebrant, but this one is foil. Grasp of Fate, all dark card. You have like 5 of those at this point. Song of Totem Tents, create sorcery, create 1/1 black or red creature tokens. Provisions Merchant, when it enters a battlefield, create a food token. Galvanic Giant, 4 blue mana giant wizard creature card. Yeah, okay, yeah, we've seen that one. Disdainful Stroke, Archive Dragon, Ministrosity, Candy Grapple, Hamlet Glutton, yeah, we've seen that one too. Stormkilled Prowler, yep. And then the Forest Land card. Well, you know, naturally that we have seen them all at this point, so yeah, there's probably not a lot that could have surprised us when it came to the very last pack. Alright folks, well, thank you everybody once again for tuning in to Brainy the RPG Cat. We opened a lot of packs. We've got a lot of new great sets and a lot of, you know, things to very heavily consider for the day that we actually start to build some new packs in Magic and in One Piece. So you know, I always enjoy this, and of course, you know, I always have to thank the people who helped me to make all of these card acquisitions, which is Allseas Collectibles. So Allseas Collectibles, you know, Denver and Aurora's preeminent store for all things collectible. Try to like their page on Facebook for great talk about collectibles, be notified of special events, and watch every Thursday the All Seas Collectibles Weekly Podcast. So thank you very much to All Seas for, helping me to be able to put on these episodes. So, thank you absolutely everybody for tuning in. I am going to take a moment and I am going to do a raid. Let's see, who would I like to pay a visit to? Who could be online right now? Let's see where we're going to go. Ray Shrimpy is on, so is Primlow Kills. Maybe River the Bard is on also. Okay, so I'm going to go to River the Bard right now. They're in the middle of River Run's D&D marathon game. So, they're playing a tabletop game, and they're obviously running it in a marathon format. Obviously working very hard when it comes to that as well. So, yeah, thank you absolutely everybody for tuning in. I am going to be back Saturday, and we are going to start playing the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a great evening. Thank you everybody for watching. Remember, BRANY means smart. Nothing's too hard if you use your head. Good night.
Cause it be like that. Look, cause sometimes it be like that. I wish it didn't be like that. But sometimes it be like that. I wish it wouldn't be like that. But sometimes it be like that. I wish it didn't be like that. Cause sometimes it be like that. I wish it wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't.